Hello students, now we're going to look at a solution to another of the multiple choice. This is from your chapter 2 sample quiz, okay, at the end of book 1, and this is number 4, and it's asking us to solve for y, and it gives us an inequality. So let's look at this inequality now, and we're going to solve for y. Okay, so isolating y, that means we have to move the 3x over to the other side, or subtract 3x from both sides, as well as move the 12 over to this side. That's the very first thing. You always, and then we divide by here last, right? So you always move the other terms to the other side first. So the negative 2y stays on this side, no change, just stays as negative 2y. Greater than, now if I move the 3x, I like putting x term first, but you can put it behind, it makes no difference. And of course, if it's understood to be positive on this side, if I subtract negative 3x from both sides, right, then I'm going to get negative 3x on this side, aren't I? Now, you don't have to show that subtraction, you can if you want, but it's just going to become negative 3x. Now I do the same thing, I subtract 12 from both sides, which means when I move it over, if you think of it that way, it becomes negative 12. Now the very next step, okay, involves dividing by negative 2. And I like to divide every term by negative 2. Now dividing by a negative, very important. When you divide or multiply an inequality by a negative number, you must change the inequality sign. So are we dividing by a negative number in this case? Indeed we are. Therefore, this sign must change. Okay, it must change to less than. Alright, so change the inequality sign when you divide by a negative number. Of course, those will cancel, leaving me with y. Now, simplify the rest. Negative over negative. Now, what's that? Negative over negative, two negative signs. That'll be positive 3 over 2x, and again, look, negative over negative. When we divide that 12, then we're going to get positive 6, right? 12 divided by 2. So there's our answer. Y less than 3 over 2x plus 6. Now look up, which one is that? Y less than 3 over 2x plus 6, and the answer is D.